today. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Welcome, 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 welcome from the car to the kingdom, y'all. Episode 5 or 6, whichever one it is. I'm trying to decide if I want to start doing these as an actual live versus just recording them like I have been doing. This one, I don't know. I just felt like I just wanted to try it out and see how I feel about it. I don't know if if I'm going to keep doing it, but I wanted to try it out and see instead of just recording it. So episode 6, 5 or 6, whichever one it is, from the car to the kingdom. Today, y'all, is Saturday. Y'all know I'll be super chilling on Saturdays. But I decided to, why not? Because I felt like this was really important and I needed to try to make sense. So this is for somebody because this is actually happening right now. So this is kind of going to go over something. Hey, Jared. This is kind of going to go over something that has literally transpired over the last 3 days. And so I'm going to try to make it make sense because it's important, because it's like a Kairos moment. And we'll talk. The Lord talked to me about Kairos yesterday, and I'll tell y'all about that in a second. So let me just try to explain what's happening. So drop this in the chat. More. Okay. More. So y'all know, okay, first of all, I hope everybody had a fantastic Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. The Lord was my Valentine, and this is what he gave me for Valentine's Day. I got a new Bible, and so this is the Amplified Bible, and this is what I'm actually doing my Bible study out of right now. And so this is what I got for Valentine's Day. And so a couple other people blessed me as well, but I'll talk about y'all in a second, because what you did is actually pivotal. It's like important for what I'm getting ready to talk about. So going back to the 13th, okay, which was Thursday. So I think I had about $40, and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna use this to get some gas. Middle of the month, it is my time for me to pay my bills. And so I'm like, okay, so usually I get a TikTok deposit around the middle of the month from whatever I earned for the previous month. And so I knew how much that was going to be. I'm like, okay, bet that's enough for me to pay my bills for the month, my minor bills. But I'm like, Lord, I still need to pay my phone bill. And so I didn't quite understand. It'd be crazy how stuff will just start to kind of like align. And I'm going to show y'all why I have these particular cards in my hand. Y'all know I don't typically do cards when I'm doing these messages, but there's importance in these, and y'all will see that in a second. The reason I have them also is because I started doing this as a recording, and then at the last minute I decided to come on here and do it live. So because I've like 3 different times I heard the Lord say go live, and I was just like, it's Saturday. So hey, Amaya, hey y'all, y'all make sure you like the live for me. So check this out, y'all. So, and I might start doing these. I don't really have a problem going live on Saturdays or any other time. Thank you, dearest one. But I might start doing this as my live because I am busy throughout the week, y'all. And so anyway, as I'm going through here, I do want some chicken. Anyway, I'm back. So starting back on Thursday. So I had like $40, and then I had been paying my tithes. And so normally what the Lord will instruct me to do with my tithes is just to put it back into the business and put it back into something that he's given me to do. The last time that I went to pay tithes, instead of me giving it out to someone, he told me to get the Keys of the Kingdom deck, right? So this is what I'm using in order to pull my daily card, my daily scripture for myself. So I end up Thursday, end up pulling 2 cards, but the first card that I pulled was about the parable. It was the parable about the 3 servants, right? And it's Matthew 25:14 through 30. So basically, of course, the master, he gives talents to 3 of his servants. 2 of them do great, the other one doesn't, and so then the third one gets reprimanded. And this is basically the Lord was talking about us being a good servant with our resources. For some of you, you finna get ready to receive increase in your life, and so the Lord needs to make sure that you're able to manage that effectively, that you're gonna do the right things with the resources he's giving you, that you're not gonna be wasteful, and that you're also going to make sure that you're investing in the right places. So at the time, I didn't have the Bible yet. I wanted it, but I didn't have it. So the Lord told me to go ahead and get the Bible. So I went ahead and got it. And then, but I was talking myself out of it, because I was like, no, I don't want to be wasteful, because I have 4 Bibles. That's my 4th Bible, all different translations. So I was like, okay, I went ahead and got the Bible, pulled my card, get the card about the talents. And so the Lord started talking to me and telling me to share with y'all today, but he had to take me through 3 days before I was able to come and tell y'all about this. So I'm telling him that the reason I didn't want to get the Bible was because I felt like I was going to be wasteful. I was like, no, I don't want to get that, because if I get it, then like, why do I need 4 Bibles? He was like, well, first of all, I'm taking you more in depth with the way I'm teaching you. So how you going to go talk about the Bible or tell other people about it if you don't have an understanding of it? So I was like, okay. So then he started talking. So a talent, anything of value, including our time, talent, or treasure. Now, as I was recording this, y'all, the first card that came up for me was, what I even do with it? I might have put it back up. There's a treasure card in this deck that ended up coming up. And so I was like, okay, so I'm on the right track. So the Lord is getting ready to bless you with something that you're going to have to use in order to advance and move forward. So after I go through that, then he gave me 4 very specific instructions. Now, this is not financial advice, okay? This is not financial advice. This is simply saying, look, you finna get like the Lord is getting ready to increase you, so you're going to have to be ready to receive the increase and also follow the instructions that he's giving you. So this is not financial advice, but he told me to do 4 very specific things. He said, you're going to tithe, you're going to save, you're going to invest, and you're going to pay your bills. So I was like, okay, cool. So fast forward to yesterday morning, and I was blessed with $15. And so I'm like, okay, Lord, am I starting now with what you told me to do? And he said, yes, but with this first deposit, he was like, with this first one, I don't want you to pay your tithes. He said, I want you to take your tithe and I want you to invest it. I was like, okay. And again, this is not financial advice. So I took $5 and invested it. I took another $5 and invested it. And then I took $5 and I put it in my savings. So I'm still at the same amount that I originally had. Next thing I know, boom, he blesses me with something else, with another blessing. He was like, now I want you to take this blessing and I want you to do the same thing again, 5, 5, and 5. But this time he was like, go ahead and pay your tithes. So I did. So $5, $5, $5. So after that's done, y'all, I'm driving from the gym, and all of a sudden I get a notification for an unexpected deposit that I didn't even, just comes out of nowhere. I'm like, okay, mind you, I still don't have it yet. It's still pending, so I won't even have it until Tuesday. And so that's that for that. So I'm just like, okay, cool. So, I got the Bible, I'm good, I got everything. So today I'm doing Bible study, or I get to where I'm sitting at today. And the card I get for myself today is accomplished. This scripture is Luke 19:17. And again, I'm not doing cards, but this scripture is, well done, my good servant. His master replied, because you have been trustworthy in a very small matter, take charge of 10 cities. Imagine my shock when I go to study Luke 19 today, and what this scripture actually parallels is Matthew 25 that the Lord literally gave me on Thursday. Does that make sense? So it was like the Lord coming in and saying, hey, you did what I told you to do, and confirming that through giving me this scripture today. Because if you go read these two different parables, because this is the parable of the 10 servants. And so I'm like, and then I'm gonna show, and so as I'm studying the whole Luke 19, but I'm tripping because I was like, OMG, I did exactly what God told me to do, because following this next set of instructions that God is getting ready to give you is going to be pivotal, because he's getting ready to test whether you are going to manage what he's getting ready to give you effectively. And it may seem simple, it may sound crazy. If the Lord tell you to invest $5, then you need to invest $5. If he tell you need to save it, whatever he tells you to do, he's going to be testing your obedience to make sure that you're going to manage what he's getting ready to give you effectively. So I was like, okay, so this is what I wrote. Just the other day, the Lord gave me the parable of the 3 servants. That same day I invested, and then I have another pending purchase as well. Then I saved, I tithed, I got gas, and paid all my little bills that I had to pay. So I did exactly what he told me to do. He comes back today and confirms that I did what he told me to do. He's getting ready to multiply somebody's resources, but it's going to be dependent upon you passing this next set of instructions. And what he was, and I didn't know that I was going to be even talking about this, except when he was just like, no, you need to go tell somebody now, because you've been faithful with a little. You've been faithful with a small amount. You've been faithful with the small portion that he's giving you. And what come on Spirit, what he's explaining to me was, there may be a season where you're only going to have enough. Maybe you ain't gonna have enough to save. Hey, India, maybe you ain't gonna have enough to save. Maybe the amount that he's giving you is only gonna be enough to pay your bills. Maybe if he give you $50 and $45 is what you need in order to pay your bills, you may be in a season where it's just that, and maybe you don't have the ability to save. But some of you are getting ready to step into a season where you're gonna have to, he's gonna be like, okay, if I tell you to save, if I tell you to invest, because now he's getting ready to give you more to manage. Does that make sense? He's getting ready to increase you. He's getting ready to increase what you're capable of holding, but it's all dependent upon how you're going to manage his resources effectively, right? So he's giving me, so that was the main thing that he was talking about today. Now, I'm not going to go too deep off into the how to receive Jesus part, because I feel like that's another message. But he's also talking about whatever you receive, be willing to give it back or invest it. It's about being a joyful giver as well. Because for some of you, the more that he blesses you with, the more you're going to want to be a giver, to give back, to give to those who are less fortunate. Some of you, and just random as part of this, some of you are going to be elevated to the wealth of Solomon. And this is something the Lord gave me in the shower yesterday. Some of you are going to be expanded and elevated to the wealth of Solomon. Like, you're going to have that kind of rich. You're going to have that kind of money. You're going to be dealing with those types of resources. But it's not about the wealth. It's about what you're going to do with the wealth. So some of you, the Lord is getting ready to, and especially if you've had to go through many moons, many seasons of lack, if you have, and what he was also explaining is that the people who've had to suffer the most about with their finances or resources, are really learning how to overcome being a poor financial manager or manager even of just your life. And you have really received Jesus, and you're allowing him to really plan things for you and show you and lead and direct you in the way that you should use your resources, what you should do with them, where he wants you to help. Like, he's getting ready to expand that and enlarge that in a major way. That ain't everybody's message, but you got to know your season. But if you've been obedient to what he's told you to do, you're getting ready to start seeing the return on that. You're getting ready to start seeing things multiply. He's getting ready to start giving you more work to do. He's getting ready to start giving you more things to manage. It's not about making money, but we have to manage correctly what he has given us to do. If you don't show God that you can manage your resources well, what little you have will be taken away, and he won't give you more to manage. Okay, we do not stand still. So for some of you, the next part of this is the Lord, whatever your gifts are, whatever your talents are, he said we not to sit on them. Okay. And I wasn't even going off, like I didn't even know, I didn't realize, well, I didn't know this was part of it, but there may be a gift, a talent, right? As we just got done talking about. So some of y'all, you need to go study and read Matthew 25 for yourself. And then you need to follow that up with Luke 19. Okay. Because there's something, it's why I'm live today. Let me use that. Thank you, Lord. It's why I'm live today. Because one of the things, y'all know, like Monday through the week, I have to record everything. I post message. I post a video because I'm busy through the week, so I can't go live the way that I used to go live. But what the Lord said, but that doesn't mean that you're not going to have to go live. I haven't been doing a live like this for a long time, for many months, as the Lord has been preparing me for my next level and the next thing he has me to do. So one of the things, so in speaking of gifts, there's something that God is telling you to do, a gift that he's giving you, that he's instructing you to use, and you need to use that gift, because if you don't give it, then he will take it away. It's just like money. It's just like resources. He'll remove it from you. So if there's something that he's told you to do, make sure that you do that, because that gift, he's simply going to build upon the gifts as you use them, and as you step into them, he's simply going to build upon those gifts. So if there's something he told you to do, just make sure that you're doing that. We do not stand still. We use our gifts and make progress, or we lose what we have, right? The next part of it is, let's see. That was more of that. That was more of that. Y'all, I have like 15 pages of notes. I've been writing all. I've been trying to get as much of this as I could all day. Some of you are getting ready to get really busy. And I think I talked about this in a message that I recorded, but I'm not sure. You're getting ready to get really busy because now that the Lord knows that you're not going to be idle, you're not going to be lazy. And that speaks to Matthew 25 as well, the parable of the three stewards, the three servants. Now that he knows that you're not going to be lazy, he's going to give you more work to do. Because, so for some of you, you're going to have to change your schedule up. Even just today, now that my schedule changed, because we're starting school, my schedule changed. So now that I know what my schedule is, the Lord was like, okay, these are your gym days. These are your school days. I'm in school 4 days a week, but you're going to do this after you go to school. So it's not like just because I'm going to school, you still got to be responsible for the work that the Lord has given you to do. But when the Lord is pleased with you, it means that he trusts you more. So he's willing to give you more because he knows that you have the capacity to hold more. So some of you have shown the Lord that, you know what, Lord, I'm committed. I'm going to do what you told me to do. I'm going to stay committed to this, but I'm willing to receive something. I'm willing to receive more, because that's how you're going to start to receive the increase of the resources as well. So does that make sense? So he was showing me that, like, okay, if I'm giving you more, then I'm going to give you the capacity to hold more, but he's also going to increase the resources as well. To those who endeavor to increase the grace that they have, God will impart more. So everything that he was telling me today and everything he wanted me to share with y'all today is about receiving more, because you've done well with what he's already given you. Receiving more because he's stepping you up in power and the ability to hold more, to do more. He knows that you're going to be a good steward. He knows that you're going to come, if you're doing business, he knows, because like in Luke 19, the parable of the 10 servants is like him going to receive his kingdom, right, in heaven, us down here doing business on his behalf, if that makes sense. So whatever your business is that the Lord has given you to do your business. If it's school, then you need to do school. If it's creating a business, if it's spreading the gospel, whatever your assignment is, make sure that if as he starts to give you more instructions, that you follow those instructions to the letter, to the T, because what he is really attempting to do, y'all, is take so many of us out of poverty, take so many of us out of financial struggle and difficulty. It's crazy, because I literally told the Lord just today, I was like, man, because he told me a couple of days ago, he was like, I'm getting ready to start introducing you to the next part of your assignment and what you need to learn in order to be successful. So then as these parables started coming in, and he confirms for me each day, like, okay, yep, y'all. I said I wouldn't. I just said I'm not doing cards, but you can't help but do cards, because when the Lord said, he said what he said. Increase more. I almost called this increase instead of more. And I just say that he getting ready to increase your assignment, increase you in your resources. God said what he said, and he meant it. Okay, like, listen. Let me put the cards down, because if I don't put them down, then I'm gonna keep pulling cards. Multiply. Where did I write it? Telling you, he's getting ready to increase you. Multiply, increase, favor, growth, expansion, breakthrough. True, and this is Matthew 11:11. Truly I tell you, among those born of women, there has not risen anyone greater than John the Baptist, yet whoever is least in the kingdom of heaven is greater than he. And this is just the Lord coming through saying, I said what I said, right? I'm going to do what I said I'm going to do. I don't know if if it's about confirmation. I don't know, child. I'm just here to give the message of what the Lord said, and tell you what spirit love, and that's it. So again, as he gets ready to, and look, abundance, and there go the treasure card. I was just telling y'all, I'm telling you right now, if the Lord has given you an instruction, I don't know if you're not, I don't know, but I hope that you receive it, to know that many of you are transitioning into your next level, and your next level is coming with growth. It's for some of you, this is also coming with people, resources, like different people that you're going to network with. It's coming with abundance, because every gift is not financial, and we know this. So some of you, the resource is going to be people who can help you learn and grow and elevate. For some of you, the resources are going to be knowledge, maybe or closer relationship with the Lord. For some of you, it's going to be money. It's everything that you need is going to be supplied for you in this next season. Okay, this is confirmation for me, because I got the parable of the sower, and then it was led to Luke after reading Matthew's version, and it was the same message of faith and gifts. Listen, it's literally how I went from Thursday to now. It was Matthew, Luke. Okay, so I literally, and it tripped me out, because I wasn't even, hey Sandy, hey honey, because I wasn't even playing it. Like, when God be doing stuff like that, y'all, and I'm not recording like the videos, the message today. So I just said, the Lord said, he told me 3 times in the middle of the recording, like, just go live and talk about this. So these, I guess, will be more of a right now word than the message. And I'm only going to do these either on Saturdays or Sundays. Like we talked about, it was crazy, because we talked about the Sabbath, and I literally was like, man, look, if the Lord tell me to go do something, then I just got to do it. And because I still got homework and stuff that I got to do as well. So, but anyway, all of that to say, there's really no idle time. There's really no idle time, for real. Like, you're always doing something. When you're at work and in service to the Lord, child, you always doing something. Like, either like me, I'm either doing something for school, I'm studying the Bible, I'm recording a video. Like, there's not a lot of idle time. It's a lot of work time, because this is the thing, at least for me, I can't speak for everybody else, but there was so much time that I wasn't doing anything, y'all. All I was doing was just recording. And so when you go through your season of rest, if you will, because we know that the Lord will give us seasons of rest, then it's like, but then you be praying for the Lord to give you more to do. You pray for the increase. Well, with the increase you gonna stay busy. So when he talked to me about that today, let me tell y'all the notes and the things that he gave me. So, do something good with God's resources, It helps to build character. If you don't show God that you can manage your resources well with what little you have, or what little you have will be taken away. That's just like anything else. The parable of the sower, and when we talk about like where the word of God, it's the same things, y'all. It's the same principles, just told in different ways so that we can grasp understanding. The same word is given to all, that all may believe and be saved. Jesus may require of us only one brief service or of renown or notice. It's not about making money, but Jesus wants us to manage correctly what you have. Being a good steward is taking care of all things God gives you. Whoever is faithful to the Lord will be rewarded, and whoever is not will suffer a loss. Light received brings more light. Light refused brings the night. God doesn't need our help or our money, but we should want to help him, hence being faithful. There may be something of importance in Psalm 118 as well. So that may be something that you may want to look at. I got the number 419 like twice today, and the number 1143. That's when I got the message for that, because it was the full moon message for me. And even my ancestor message was, it's time to get started. Yeah, like it's just like no delay. And it's crazy because for real, y'all know me, I say it all the time, like, man, I ain't no Bible scholar, but the way the Lord got me in the word, the first part of every day, every morning, that's the first thing that I do every morning. And so even before, like, I read the Bible, and y'all know we do the message and we read the Bible, but the Lord, no, this ain't that. This is, so many of you are going deeper into your calling, deeper into what God is telling you to do, deeper into your connection with him. Just it's going up a level, but it's going to require more. It's going to require more study. So for me, it's requiring more Bible study, because I don't even know. I know, but I don't know. Right? It's like one of those things where you don't really have the full picture, but also just being like, it's faith. And that's just it. It's me knowing, well, Lord, if you calling me to go deeper into this, if you're calling me to have a greater understanding, then there's a reason that he is doing that. So if that's the message that you got, please make sure that you are following instructions, okay? You got me started on doing that, and I will go down a rabbit hole in the Bible. Yeah, pretty much. Like today, I literally said, man, listen, I literally said to myself today, I was like, you know what? Because it's the Sabbath, right? Okay, I'm a rest. And I've been in this Bible since 8 o'clock this morning. And it's 2. So this has been my whole morning. I have not done anything but read the Bible, take notes, spend time with the Lord, which is what I normally do on Saturdays anyway. So it's not a big deal for me. But I'm like, okay, now it's time, because I wasn't going to record either. I wasn't going to go live. I wasn't going to do none of that. But he was like, nope, go ahead and go record it. I'm telling you right now, somebody's luck finna get ready to change. Like there's increase that's coming. And this isn't everybody's message. This ain't everybody's message. But it has to, and that's not for everybody either. Everybody, some of y'all, which part from yesterday, some of y'all, you finna get ready to have to start getting up a little earlier in the morning. Let me just tell you, that might be for me as well. I hope not, because for 2 years I was up at 4 a.m. and I don't really want to be up at 4 a.m. But if the Lord tell me to get up, I'm gonna get up. You're gonna have to get up a little earlier. That's a sacrifice that you might have to be willing to make in order to do what the Lord is asking you to do. So if he's calling you to wake up a little earlier, you might have to get up a little earlier in the morning to pray. And that was something, and to really have a relationship with him. I got this yesterday. Hold on, I could tell y'all. Man, yesterday was an amazing day for me. Like a Kairos moment. Some of you are getting ready to have, okay, so Kairos, my bad. I skipped over everything that I got yesterday. No, didn't I talk about it in the message that I recorded? I did talk about the Kairos moment. Talk about it again. Something unexpected is getting ready to happen, right? Me too, Sandy. Like, y'all, I literally just bought This one is almost over with, and I'm a journal person. I love to journal. I have notebooks. From what's crazy, y'all, I have every notebook from the last 2 years. When I of course left everything to follow Jesus, I had to throw a lot of them away. But I have every notebook from 2023 up until now. And I literally just bought a new one from Walmart, because this one, I'll be done with this in a few days. And they had one, and I said, let me go ahead and buy it, because it's going to be over with. I be writing, child. And look, and go right to the Dollar Tree and get another one. I will say, y'all, I get these from the Wally World. Okay, I'm a journal. I love a beautiful journal, and when I have the space for that, I will keep it. But I don't have the space for that right now. So I'll be on these $2 notebooks from Walmart, and so this is my journal. I have probably about, I don't even know how many of these I have, but I'm going through them a lot quicker now because of the fact that I'm having to write so much out. Going through Bible study, a Kairos moment. Let me come back real quick. Okay, I'm back. So there's something unexpected that's coming in. I know I talked about this on the message that I recorded yesterday, but there is, okay, equipping the saints. This is what I got. Lord is making you ready. Okay, he's making you ready for whatever this next level is. He's equipping you for what he is sending you out into. Somebody's getting ready. Someone's going to be a messenger for God, but it's all about knowing who you are specifically supposed to reach. Okay, all of us have different people that we're meant to reach, impact, and help, but he's equipping all of us and giving us everything we need. Jesus worked hard. That's where I was going with this. And we were talking about being idle versus not. Jesus had to work hard. There were times in the Bible where you heard that Jesus was healing people or teaching or preaching until late in the evening, and then he went off by himself in prayer. Or Jesus would wake up early in the morning and he would go off by himself in prayer, and then they would be looking for him, but he was off by himself. So some of you, and this is me included, because the Lord is requiring me to step my prayer game up. Now, I'm not the person to try to tell nobody about prayer, but the Lord is requiring us, and because it's a part of your equipment, you're going to have to step your prayer game up. So that's why he may be calling you to wake up a little earlier in the morning to pray and really talk to him, spend that time with him. I don't know, because child, that getting up at 4 a.m., I don't miss it, but I will if I have to. And it may just be for a short period of time that you're having to do that as well. So it may not be for a long time, for like 2 years. Like I told y'all, when I was going live at 7 a.m., I was up at 4 a.m. every morning, and I don't miss that. Okay. I really do be sitting here trying to save pages. Child, listen, I don't even worry about trying to save pages anymore. I don't even worry about trying to save pages anymore. I don't know, y'all, I don't know, maybe it did record. Maybe it is recording. Child, I don't know if it's on. I don't know. I ain't got a clue. I was trying to come over, child, I don't know. But anyway, I don't even worry about it anymore, because one thing about it, the Lord provides. He provides, y'all. He provides in a major way. And so I don't even worry about that anymore. But once upon a time, I'd be like, oh man, I'll try not to use a page, or, but now I just be like, oh, I got to write what I'm gonna write. So I have so many journals. Come on, good soil. Anyway, the accomplished key was, I don't know. I don't know how to explain that to y'all, but because you proved yourself faithful and trustworthy in a very little thing, you shall now have authority over more. So just get ready for more, okay? Me too, Sandy. Me too, child. Me too, because I'm a writer, and I write stuff, and because if I write it, I remember it. So I'm writing on the front and the back, and I'm to from the first page to the last page. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna write it. So I started. Matter of fact, crazy thing about it is, I started this journal on 12/13. Come on, come on, come on, the call of Abram. I started this journal on 12/13. So just FYI, y'all, I don't know what your assignment is. Only you know what your assignment is. So just know that I feel like, y'all, man, I feel like this is going to be my day to go live. I really do. I don't have a set time yet, but I feel like when the Lord, because this is the second time, I think, or this is the second or third Sunday or third Saturday that he's had me recording a video on a Saturday. So I might just start doing my regular, like going live like this, like I used to. And I don't know. We'll see if we need to pull cards in that moment, whatever comes through. Look, being led by the Spirit, trying to tell y'all Luke 17. Anyway, so we'll see how I feel about that. Anything else? Do I talk about that? That ain't for every, no, that I don't think that's for y'all. Jesus is paying attention. Y'all, I did so much. This part, no, that's for me. Okay. That part's for me. Okay. Don't you look about your Father's business. That's it. Helping more people to understand the Lord, bring people to the Lord, and yeah, that's it. That's all I got. I hope this helps somebody, y'all. It's not, I know it's not that long, but I just had to tell somebody that you're getting ready. It's like there's increase that's coming in. He's getting ready to enlarge you in some area of your life, but it's all about doing the best you can with what you have. And even if you have to start from a small place, be confident in starting from that small place, because it will expand, it will enlarge, it will grow, it will elevate. Don't be afraid. Like, don't despise humble beginnings. For many of us anyway, as you're coming into service with your assignment, your mission, or whatever it is that the Lord has given you to do, you're gonna start small anyway, right? And then when it comes to him, you want to humble yourself before Jesus and just, come to him like a child. Not because I don't know nothing. I say that to y'all all the time. Like, I don't know nothing. I don't know. I ain't really, I don't know. I just be trying to follow instructions and be obedient to what the Lord is telling me to do. So anyway, I hope that helps somebody. Increasing your sphere of usefulness and influence. I have a lot of notes, y'all, so I'm just kind of skipping around. Someone's getting ready to be confirmed as well. Numbers that may be important before, as I finish this out: 14:11, 6:19. Hawks, like hawks as messengers, may be important for someone as well, because there was one that was just following me around. So pay attention if, like, you may be seeing hawks or something like that. Have patience as you're growing. Diamonds may also be important as well. Start saving money, even if it's only $1, okay? Even if it's a small amount, don't despise that. If the Lord tell you to save $1, save $1. Whatever it is, and just start saving in some way. Some of you may have to go through a test because maybe you have been mismanaging what the Lord has given you. So be very mindful. Even when you're good, you can make yourself better. Some of you, if you've been suffering, or you have felt like somebody got a contract coming in, let me just say that somebody's going to get ready to be supplied with something new. Be properly about your Father's business. I think I said that. Use material resources as a way to further the work of God. I had to check with the Lord because I thought I'd messed up. I thought I had messed up, y'all. My prayer starts now when I ask, Father, I come to you as a son would come to his father for advice. Yeah. So, using your present position to prepare you. Oh, that's the other thing. So even when I was reading the about Matthew 25 and the stewards, even though, because he was very, like, the first part of that is the business manager, basically, that the Lord ended up firing because he mismanaged the funds. But what he ended up doing was, and this is not the same one, but I want to say it's in um, Matthew as well. He ended up going to the debtors and basically cutting a deal with him to set himself up for success. So while the Lord didn't commend what he done, he did commend, thank you, he did commend that he done it, because the other thing that the Lord is teaching us about is it's why worldly people are more successful than godly people, if that makes sense. Where, because they're more shrewd, they use the resources to their advantage. And many of us, what he's getting ready to start teaching us is how to make our money work for us, if that makes sense. So that's why he's giving these instructions as well, is because we have a habit of, it's like you want to be charitable, but the Lord doesn't want us. He wants to see his money multiplied. He doesn't need the money, but everything that he blesses us with is so that we can advance and enlarge the kingdom. And many people, like Christians, and if you call yourself that, that's fine. Many people, is why so many people are poor, broke, and struggling, is because we don't focus on how to actually be good stewards with the resources and multiplying the money. So this is why, thank you, Spirit, this is why the Lord is taking me through now. Like, listen, it's cool that you want to save, but you know, putting money in the bank, it's like you got to be able to multiply the money. So what you gonna do to multiply it? How you gonna make some more of it? Just having it sitting there. And this is why, where the Lord put this little check me in my spirituals. He was like, it's cool that you paying your tithes, but now I need this money to multiply. How you gonna make it multiply? How you gonna make some more of it? How you gonna, you know, it's like doing business, it's trading, it's whatever business he's giving you to do. You got to do something to multiply the blessings of the kingdom. It's not just about, oh well, and this is him telling me this. It's, well, I'm just pay my bills and then I'm just gonna give in tithes. He was like, no, that ain't gonna work out. You gonna have to invest somewhere. You gonna have to invest in your business. You gonna have to invest in something else to make the money multiply. And so I was like, okay. So that was on Thursday when he was telling me that. He was like, you're not wrong for what you were doing, but there's just a better way to do with what you're doing. Hence him telling me, I want you to save some. Yes, I want you to tithe, but right now, and like he's like, yes, I want you to pay your tithes, but those tithes were just going to be sitting there. So instead of sitting it there, now go multiply it, go invest it in something, go do something with it that is going to be of benefit to the people of the kingdom, so that it's not just sitting there. And exactly, like being scared to use the gifts that God gave us. And he's like, because if you don't use it, you're going to lose it. If he will take it and say, okay, just like the 3 servants. See, what you scared for? I'm giving this to you to use every gift that I have given you. So if you're not going to use the gift that I am giving you, then I'm going to take the gift and I'm going to give it to somebody else, because it's other people want the gift that you have that you're not using. And the Lord, like, then what you still praying for gifts for? What are you still praying for stuff for if we're not using what he's already given us? And the reason he said that to me, y'all, was because I was like, well, Lord, if you got me studying the Bible like this and talking about the Bible and talking about it from a point of people who are new to the faith. This is not people who've been walking with the Lord for so long, for their whole life. I'm talking about the Bible and talking to people from a level of, hey y'all, I'm new and I don't know nothing. I'm a little honey bunny, but this is what the Lord said, right? I don't think I'm scared. I think I'm so uncertain, so I just don't do anything. Well, that's the part that he's just like, so how are we gonna go to the next level? Because not doing something is still making a decision. It's like, you know how you say people, no decision is not making a decision, or not making a choice is still a choice. So however you need to go to the Lord and talk to him about it, he can't take us to the next level if we just want to sit where we are. And then and for me, because, you know, he corrects us because he loves us. It's like, okay, well, we just gonna sit and do, okay, well, as long as you sit I'm gonna let you sit. But you, it's like he'll tell, because I've been in that position so many times, y'all, where I'm just like, well, I'm just sitting and I'm just waiting. No, God said go create something, go build something, go do something. You got to give God something to bless. Like, and one of the other things, because like, just FYI, I got a new deck that's coming out. Again, y'all, busy. The Lord is not giving me less work, he's giving me more work. I have two decks, two two new decks that I have to work on, plus upgrading the website. Like, it's so many things, and he's just like, ain't no downtime, ain't no sit down and just. The only time I have sit down and don't do nothing time is when I'm getting ready to go to bed, and by then I'm so sleepy, I'm just like, Chad, I'm going to bed and I'm sleep. Like, he said, but didn't you want increase? So if I'm going to increase your resources, I'm going to increase your work. And I just was like, okay, I can't complain about it because I asked for it. You know what I'm saying? I asked for it. So he ain't going to give you less to do. He's going to give you more to do. So for some of you, if you need to sit down and write your schedule out, if you need to sit down and get very clear to y'all, this is how much God is managing my life. He told me just this morning, he said, your gym days are Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Okay, Lord, this me in the gym lifting weights, right? I'm like, oh, okay, Lord, Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, no excuses, no complaining, none of that. Okay, Lord, got it. Why? Because you in school Monday through Thursday, Friday, and then guess what? When I get out of school on Mondays and Wednesdays, guess what? I got to record, and ain't no look. He's just like, no, if you won't increase, then I'm going to increase you. But this is how it's going to go. Yes, you're going to be busy, but I would much rather be busy, because I can remember the days when I was just sitting, y'all, and it wasn't nothing to do. Nothing. And you just be like, I don't know what to do, and you be almost losing your mind. So you might need to sit down, get your schedule together. My mornings are dedicated to the Lord, and nothing comes before that. And then the rest of my day whatever comes through the rest of my day, that's what comes. But so God is testing men by giving them money, that he may know how far to trust them. You will sacrifice. You're going to sacrifice for your vision. You're going to sacrifice for God, like for what he wants you to do. It may be time, whatever, it's not always money, because God don't need no money from us, but you're gonna have to sacrifice something. So it may be sleep. I went through the season of sacrificing sleep, getting up at 4 a.m. to go live every morning at 7. But that's not the season I'm in anymore. Thank God for God. But it may be are you willing to sacrifice some sleep? It may not be. It may be something just as simple as that. Are you willing to put in the extra time and put in the extra hours to get to your next level? If you're not, then you're going to stay where you are. And that's a personal choice. Some people are comfortable right where they are, and more power to them. But me personally, oh no, I got to get there. I got to get somewhere. There's no way that I would ever be comfortable with where I'm at. And if I'm not comfortable with where I'm at, then that means I'm not going to stop improving, increasing, whatever I need to do to get where it's done. That's it. Because for me personally, I have been through, and I've sacrificed, and no sacrifice was in vain. Ain't no way that I done been through everything and still going through. Ain't no way I done been through all of this and all of a sudden I'm just going, no, I ain't going to be able to do it. Nope, tired, knee hurt. I've been wearing a brace for the last week. My right knee act like it won't admit. Guess what? Don't care. Don't look. What did I do? I went and bought me some little, what's it called, to help with my cartilage. No excuses. Lord, I need some healing in this knee. Like, yeah, y'all, like it's serious, because many of us have been through too much to be like, you know what, I just don't want to do nothing. No, like, no. Look, I can't stay in the same place, dog. Like, there's just no way. If every day that I wake up and I don't feel like I'm where I want to be, it makes me just keep going. If I'm tired, y'all know I love a Dollar Tree. I got these little energy pills, because it be days where I just be like, man, I don't feel like I done slept enough. You know what? Oh well, get up, let's get it. There's no way. There's no way. I got to get where I'm going. The Lord has given me a vision, and once I commit to it, then I'm committed, and that's it. So for some of you, this is going to be a test of your commitment. Are you committed to growth? Are you, some people are just good where they're at, and more power to anybody who does not have that desire to grow. I'm not that person. I'm not her. Like, I got too much stuff that I want to do, too much I want to see, too much I want to have happen. And look, there go the Lord again now, telling you I can't do it. I can't stay in the same place. Ain't no future in my past. And in order to move forward, you got to do the work. That's it. It's so crazy, y'all, because there's so much that has been happening and that the Lord has just been talking to me about. And I talked to y'all about a lot of stuff on the message, but and y'all know this about me. This is from the card to the kingdom. Listen, I will not stop short of the kingdom. I will not stop short of having the kingdom life that I know the Lord has promised to me. But that requires me to be worthy of the kingdom and the things that the Lord wants to give me. So it's a lot, y'all. And at first I was just like, man, like, this is a lot. But the Lord said, but then you ask for it. And if you want the life that you want, I want what I want. And that's just it. And the Lord already told me I can have it. So since he told me I can have it, I'm going to do everything I can to have it, because anything less is not acceptable. It's uncivilized, not uncivilized. Anything less it's not acceptable. It's not acceptable. So like I told, like as an example, the Lord was like, yeah, you in school, and y'all, let me just tell y'all, oh my God, my school has nothing but stairs and hills. So you up the stairs, down the stairs, up the hill, down the hill. That's what I do. That's why Tuesdays and Thursdays I ain't on that. But then I was so grateful because I've lost 10 pounds. Like, it was me going, like, I'm going to the gym, but I wasn't putting in the effort like I could. But then all of a sudden I lost 10 pounds, and I say, you know what? Let me go work a little bit more. Let me go work a little bit harder. I started seeing pictures of myself from a few years ago, and I'm just like, okay, I'll be there in a minute. But again, it's just like, you have to do the work. So you're not eating out. You're going to the gym, exercising, bought this waist trainer, already need another one, ain't got the resources for that yet. But I bought this, and when I can remember when I first got it, I could only get on the first row, and now I'm already on the third row. So it's just like, so now I need another one because this one is almost too big. So it's stuff like, you start seeing results, and I'm just like, you Lord, you was right. You right. I need to keep doing that. And then you start to feel better. I start losing weight. My knees stop hurting. It's stuff like that, y'all, that is just like, man, you start seeing when God tell you to do something and you just be obedient to it. And all of a sudden you start seeing stuff change in your life. It ain't nothing for me to go back to. So what I'm gonna do but keep moving forward. And I want what I want, and I want the vision that the Lord has given me. So I'm gonna do the work, and I'm gonna have it. I got 20 pounds to go, child. Thank you, honey. I got 20 pounds to go. So, and I'm gonna be, once them 20 gone, I'm like, okay, I think I'll be in out. But I got 20 pounds to go, and I'm grateful for it, right? I'm grateful for it. So, because y'all seen my face. My face was bad. I was looking at pictures. I said, and y'all just wasn't gonna say nothing. Wasn't nobody gonna say nothing. Y'all thought I was gonna, y'all could have said y'all seen my face was fat. Y'all seen it. And so I seen it was fat. I said, oh no. Oh no. Ain't gonna work out. I ain't gonna be able to do it. So you make some changes, you adjust, and I was determined. Hey, hello Lord, we love you with our whole heart. You make changes, right? So anyway, I don't know, let me see. That's it. Look, the Lord then showed up. I love the Lord with my whole heart and my whole soul and my whole spirituals. Servants are given great responsibility. God divides his resources to his servants for them to do the best they can with it. I almost said something. I think that was a part of what doing the best you can, y'all. And that's something the Lord has had to teach me about, is you can only do the best that you can do. So don't beat yourself up. Don't, I'm bad about that. I have a thing for myself where I will beat myself up if I feel like I under accomplish. And so do the best that you can with what you have, whether it's resources, whether it's your time, whether it's your schedule, your to-do list. Don't put so much on your to-do list that you start to, if you don't get all your boxes checked, that you feel some type of way. Like today, I've done my Bible study. I have done my live for today. All I got to do now is homework and eat, because I'll probably eat a salad in just a little bit. Don't beat yourself up if you don't get, as long as you, I would say at a minimum, put 3 things on your to-do list and get those 3 things done. Even if you don't get but 2 things done, count that as a win as well. Don't give yourself more to do than what you can do, so that you don't end up beating yourself up about what you don't get done. Okay, I think that's it for real this time. Yeah, because tomorrow is recording day. Like, y'all, it really ain't no days off. I'm recording tomorrow and Monday. No recording on Tuesday, Thursdays, because I got to do the Zodiacs for TikTok for tomorrow. So anyway, ain't no days off. So that's all I got. Lord, I hope this helps somebody. Be patient with yourself. Show yourself some grace. And just know it's a new season. We got new stuff coming in. Okay, that's it. I'm finna go and start doing my homework, because I still got work to do for the day. So I love y'all in real life. Hydrate your soul and things. Drink your water. Say your gratitude. Go be great and amazing. Do great and amazing things. And I will see y'all probably next Saturday on live. I don't know what time yet. I might do this because it seems like a decent enough time. I think it was about 2 o'clock. So maybe somewhere around in here. Just make sure you turn your notifications on, so you're notified anytime I go live or post a video. And I'll see y'all on the next one. Oh, like the live, share the love. And that's it. I love y'all in real life. Let me go do some work. Okay.